welcome to my nursery and welcome back if you're new. No, I said that wrong. You can tell I've been going for a couple of days. Welcome to my nursery if you're new, and welcome back to those of you who have already been subscribed. So, it is Thursday afternoon. The week is ending, and I think this is my first video for this week. It's been about a week ago, I believe, since I have been on to do a video. So forgive me. I took kind of a short intermission, a short little break, a little mental break, if you want to call it that, a little just downtime for myself. So that is why I haven't been on. Nothing wrong or anything, but I just took a little bit of a much needed break this week. So finally I'm back today, and I have little Gabriel with me today. So in this video, I want to change him out of this adorable outfit he is in. I love this little outfit. Look how it fits him in the back. So cute, and it's so soft. Like, I love him in this, but I'm finally going to take him out of it. So if you're new, this little guy is my little Gabriel, and he is the Andrew sculpt by Claire Taylor Dolls. He is an edition doll by Claire Taylor Dolls, meaning he's all done by Claire Taylor from start to finish. He was sculpted, molded, poured, painted, hair rooted, everything all by Claire Taylor. And he is Andrew, as I said, is 5 in his edition. Usually Claire Taylor's editions are small editions of like 5 dolls. So he's number 4 in the Andrew edition. He's an older doll at this point. He's a full body silicone. He is poured in 2 pieces, as you will see when I undress him. He has what's called the ball jointed neck. So his head, you can turn his head and everything. And so originally, a lot of the full body silicone dolls at that time were poured in 2 pieces. Unlike now, the majority are poured in, all in 1 piece. So he was created in October of 2015, and I brought him into my nursery in June of 2017. So at the time when I first got him, I was his 3rd mommy, and I had loved this doll before I, got him. I never knew I would get him, but when I first seen him on his first mommy's channel, I was just in love with this doll. So once I seen him, I just wanted a doll like him. That was became my dream, my goal for the hobby was to get, one day to have a doll like this. Never ever expecting that I would have the opportunity and be able to get this same particular doll that I had, just admired and just loved and adored so much. And most of you who have been watching my channel, and like my first channel and then this channel, you already know the whole story of me and this baby. But if you're new, that's why I'm repeating it again. Sorry, I have to repeat, but new people watch all the time. But anyway, so I wanted this doll so badly, and I was able to get him. Finally, when he did become available, I was blessed to be able to get him. And the reason I'm going back over this is because I believe in the last video last week, it was where I was talking about, like, if you can't afford your dream baby, that's what that video was about. And so I felt like I needed to come back and kind of go back over a little portion of that video. Because, and I've done videos like that in the past where I will talk about like affording your dream baby, you know, being positive about getting your dream baby if there's a doll that you really have your heart set on it and you just really want it. And also to not be negative, not cancel out your blessings by negativity. I've done videos like this over the years. Just manifesting what you want and not giving up on it, and not just manifesting it, but also you have to do your part in trying to go after what you want. Meaning you can't just sit there and it's gonna drop in your lap. So I also talk about, like in the last video last week, I was talking about planning for your dream baby. Like when I got this baby, I didn't know how I was going to afford him. Okay, I didn't think I could manage to afford him. He, as I said in my last video, was $6,500 when I brought him home back in 2017. He was still $6,500. One thing with Claire Taylor's dolls is that they hold their value. Her dolls hold their value. Her dolls hold up over time. As you will see when I put him on the changing table. I'm going to pull my little table over here so you guys can see him close up for those who have never seen this doll before. So he was originally made in 2015. He's never been back to Claire Taylor for any touch-ups or any repairs or anything. So this doll is basically, he's in his original state. And from 2015 to now, this is 2026, he's 10 years old. He's a little over 10 years old. So last October of 2025, that's a few months back, he was turned 10 years old. So being that he is a full body silicone, as I said, I was his third mommy. From me, I did sell him twice. So he's been to 2 other mommies at least. So that's 5 in total. And then he came back to me. I got him back in my nursery because each time I sold him, I just missed him and I really wanted him back. So each time I sold him, I ended up wanting to bring him back home, and I was blessed to be able to do that. All of the mommies that had him knew how I felt about him. So each time when they decided not to keep him, they all would, you know, contact me first and, you know, give me the opportunity, first right of refusal to get him back. So I was lucky enough to get him. I think one of the times I wasn't able to get him, so he might have had another mommy, matter of fact, that he didn't stay with as long. And so she got him because I wasn't ready to get him back at that particular time, and I was so upset I couldn't get him back. And then that mommy kept him for a little while, but not long. And then she wanted a different Claire Taylor doll. So then she reached out to me and I ended up getting him back. Because by the time she didn't keep him, I was able then to get him back that particular time, which was very lucky, a blessing again. So anyway, I say all of that to say, I got this doll. I wanted this doll. He was definitely a dream baby. He was out of my price range when I got him, but somehow I was always preparing for a doll like him. So I started before I even knew I was going to get him, before I even knew he was going to be up for sale. I was preparing and planning to get him. So that's where I'm going with all of that. And that's what I was talking about in my last video when I was saying, if you have a baby that you want, and it doesn't have to be a Claire Taylor doll, that's what I wanted to say. It doesn't have to be a clear Taylor doll. For me, it was a clear Taylor doll. Once I seen her dolls, I just knew for me in my collecting journey, I wanted a clear Taylor doll. And I ended up having not just this one, but many clear Taylor dolls over the years I've had. I've lost count at this point. But it happened for me, and I was planning for it, preparing for it. And I was selling dolls and putting money aside and saving and all of that stuff I did. So by the time this doll did become available the first time I got him, I was prepared. I was ready to get him. I just went ahead and bought him, purchased him off of eBay at that. I seen him as I was browsing through eBay. And I was able to just buy him because I was planning, budgeting, saving, selling dolls, whatever I could do to get a clear Taylor doll. I was on it. I was doing it. I was planning it. I was manifesting it. I was doing everything. But for me, it was a clear Taylor doll. But for you, it don't have to be a clear Taylor doll. He has this amazing squishy tummy. I love his squishy tummy. So far, his squishy tummy is my favorite out of all of the silicones that I've had with a squishy tummy. So I have him as my clear Taylor doll, and that I've had since 2017 originally. And then I have my Layla, which is also a newer clear Taylor doll that was a custom done for me by Clear Taylor. Once I got him, my next goal and dream was to have a new Clear Taylor doll directly from Clear Taylor, made just for me, a custom, brand new. And I managed to do that also. So after I got him in 2017, I got my Layla, which is my Dwayne Awake. I don't have her up here. She's in my bedroom today. But she's in the previous video last week. I got her in 2018. So I got them a year apart, and I managed to do both. And I managed to keep him while I still was able to get Layla and bring her home the following year. But all of it took planning, sacrificing other dolls. I had to sell so many other dolls that I really liked that I didn't plan on selling, but I went ahead and sold them in order to prepare for this baby first, and then for Layla, who I got the year after. And they were both my dream babies. I still have both of them right now. I've sold all of the other Clear Taylor dolls I've had over the years. Pretty much I sold all of them. But I managed to still have these two. And what I'm saying is because every time I do those videos, someone will say in the comments, oh, well, I can't afford a doll like that, and I'm never going to be able to afford a doll like that, so I'm not even going to try to, go for nothing like that. And of course, that's up to you, how you feel, your life situation, your budget. We all, as I said in the previous video and many other videos, these are my dream dolls. It was at the time Clear Taylor dolls. But that doesn't mean it's your dream doll. And that's what I wanted to say. For me, it was Clear Taylor dolls, edition dolls at the time, all done by her. But for the next person, it could be a doll by a totally different artist that you love, that you want one of their dolls. You see a doll, whatever doll is your dream baby, and it might be a little over your budget, but you want it. So that is what the point of the video was. For me, it's Clear Taylor dolls. For you, it could be totally different, a different artist, a different sculptor, a different doll. It's whatever your dream baby is. You can use the same advice I was given for whatever doll you're interested in. And it could be a different price range from what I was spending on my dolls. It don't have to be nowhere near what I spent on my dolls. But whatever your budget is, your budget, and it may be any doll that's kind of out of your budget. And you may have to plan and save for that doll, sacrifice to get to that doll that you want to get to, whatever the price range may be. It could be totally different from what I was trying to get to, So I just wanted to make that clear. So I'm going to just put him in this little Lucky Charm little outfit. It's a St. Patrick's outfit. I figured I'll put him in this, and this is actually his outfit, and he's worn it before, so I'm gonna put it back on him. I think I'm gonna just take this white shirt off, and he is definitely my little Lucky Charm. So anyway, that's what I wanted to come back on to clarify that. I thought I clarified it when I was doing the video by saying all of our budgets are different. You know, we're all interested in different kind of dolls, and my dream baby is my dream baby. Your dream baby is your dream baby. Could be totally different from what mine's is, but that doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it may be out of your budget, not something you was planning on spending, and you're trying to figure out how can you do it. And a lot of times, you know, under my videos, I hear people in the comments when I'm reading it, rather, just totally negative on what they can have and what they can do. And, you know, they'll just kind of count themselves out completely, and they feel like, oh, they're not even gonna try that because they know they can't do it. Well, when I got this baby, I didn't know if I could do it. I didn't, but it was something I really wanted, so I did it. I managed to make it happen, and I didn't count myself out. I went ahead and did what I needed to do in order to get this doll at that time. And I never really counted myself out. I tried not to do that. I tried to be positive, and positivity is definitely important with anything that you want in your life. Because if you sit there and say, oh, I can't, you won't. Let me tell you, you won't. So you have to just be positive. I don't care what it is in your life that you want. You have to be positive on it, and you can't just rule yourself out and say, oh, I can't. Because you never know what you can do, and you never know what God is holding and have in store for you, waiting for you to just get to it, but you've already ruled it out. You counted yourself out before you could even start trying to do it. You already said, oh, I can't, I know I can't, I won't, you know, oh, I'm not even gonna think about it because it's not in my price range and all of this stuff. I can't tell you what to do, but I feel like if you don't like have a positive vibe, positive thinking, you definitely will rule out your blessings before you even get started on something. You've already kind of canceled it out. So that is just what I wanted to talk about today, and just kind of discuss and just make that point clear that everybody has different dream babies. We all have different tastes that we, you know, what we like and what we want, and different price ranges, different sculptors that we like. Everybody's going to have something different possibly that they want to go after. And so I'm not saying just because my dream baby is a Clear Taylor doll that your dream baby has to be a Clear Taylor doll. Could be totally, you know, a whole different artist, different price range, different baby altogether from a whole different, you know, artist, painted by somebody else. And it's more of what you're looking for. So that's what I wanted to definitely clarify. And you don't have to spend as much as I spent on my dolls. You know, that might not be what you're even looking to spend, but it could still be out of your budget, whatever doll you have your eye on or your heart on. and you have to kind of just plan it out to make it work out for you, to make it happen. And sometimes you might have to sell off some of your other dolls that you already have in order to go after the doll that you really want. And definitely that's difficult to do. I had a lot of people say, oh, I can't do that. You know, that's just not an option for them. When I first came into the hobby back in 2013, and I first wanted a full body silicone, it wasn't a clear Taylor doll at first. I also had other dolls at first that I wanted, and it wasn't, you know, clear Taylor dolls. The first full body silicone I got was by Roz Bailey at the time, and her prices were way more affordable. She was a newer artist, a newer sculptor, and I really wanted one of her dolls at first, and her dolls were way more affordable. But when I was just coming into the hobby, I had to even save up for one of her dolls, and I had to put money aside, and I had to do a layaway. That's another way you can sometimes afford a doll that you normally couldn't afford, is by trying to shop from an artist that does layaway, because that definitely helped me at first when I was starting. Is layaway. That is definitely a way to go. Also, like I said, I was his third mommy when I got him, so he was off the secondary market. He wasn't brand new. That's another way to go about it. Sometimes you might have to get a doll that's not brand new. They are secondary market. So it's just different ways of trying to go after something when if you really want it. There's different ways to go about it. So that is what the purpose of that video was. That's what it was for. It's definitely not to tell anyone what they should or shouldn't get. Is not to say whatever my doll as a dream baby was is the same as yours, because definitely it may not be. You could be looking at something totally different from a whole different artist and a different price range. So he's dressed. So the next thing I wanted to go to, and I didn't say please subscribe, please click the like button and all of that. And thank you to those who also commented and said that when I do videos like that, it has helped them to get dolls that they were, you know, that they wanted. It helped them. So thank you for mentioning that, because that kind of lets me know that my advice was able to help somebody. All right, so Gabriel is dressed. So now what I wanted to share is some more pacifiers, and I still have these shoes. This last bag of shoes is $15. It's boy shoes in there. One pair in there is by Next Baby, that gray pair. Then you got some little construction boots by Carter's in there. Then you have this other brown pair of boots in there. And I'm not going to take it out the bag because I've shown this stuff so much times. This was the last bag of baby shoes that was left. Then you got another pair of blue little high tops in there. They're real leather. So all of these shoes in there are $15. The Next Baby shoe still has the tag on it. These little boots are new. The little blue shoes are new. The leather ones, the little construction boots, everything is brand new in there for $15. So that was left. Then I had more pacifiers. I think only the girl pacifiers sold the first time. So I said I would do more girl passies. So today I have bundle number 12 is girls passies. You have that all silicone one in there that's shaped like a flower. You have this one in there with a penguin on it, is a nook. You have a Soothie in there, the regular green Soothie. You have another passy in there, all silicone with the bow on it. And then you have another passy in there with the little white part. I forgot what these are called. It's silicone too, the nipple. All of these are silicone, so that's bundle number 12. All of the pacifiers are $6 plus shipping. I know when I buy, as I said, these silicone passies, you usually get 2 of them, and it's like $8 for 2. You have 5 pacifiers in there for $6. Plus shipping, it'll come out to about $10 because the shipping is about $4. So $10, and you have 5 pacifiers. That's number 12. Number 13 is another girl bundle. You have this red one in there, all silicone. You have this little, it's like a smaller nipple on this beige one. It's all silicone. Then you have this Dr. Brown's one in there. It's pink. It's all silicone. Then you have another one of those white ones in there. And then this one has a butterfly on it. It's like a lavender color. That's a Nook. So all of these are silicone. 5 passies for $6. That's bundle number 13. Then you have number 14 is another girl bundle. You got another Dr. Brown's in there. It's like a red color. Then you have this pretty one. It's pink, but it's a butterfly shape. And it's actually the only one I have like that. It's all pink. Then you have this one in there. I forgot what this brand is. It's silicone. That one has pink on it. Then you have a white one in there. It's all silicone. So 5 again for $6. That's number 14. And I figured I would do more girl bundles because last time I only had 1 girl bundle and that one sold first. Then this pack I already had, number 11, is mainly a boy bundle. All silicone passies as well. Different colors, but mainly boy colors. And it's 5 of them in there also. So that's bundle number 11. Number 10. And again, it has some of the all silicone ones in there. A white one, a turquoise or aqua. Then you got green, a yellow Soothie, and then a blue Nook. Again, that's number 10. It's 5 of those in there. And then number 9. And again, this is more of a boy bundle. It has a Dr. Brown's in there, like a teal color. Another one that's an off-white, all one-piece silicone. Then you have this one in there. I forgot what brand that is. It's all silicone. So all of these are silicone. Then you got a Nook one in there. No, this is a Parent's Choice. It's orange. It's silicone. And then you have a Ma'am in there. It's blue. So that is all the pacifiers. Then I still have this Suavenex bottle, brand new. It is already sealed. So you can just use it for your dolls that you want the seal bottle for. Suavenex, it says on it, and it says Little Star. This one was $8, and I paid way more than that for this Suavenex bottle. And then I also had this Event bottle, Philips Event. This one is, I'll take $3 for this one. And those definitely cost at least $8. And then I have this Minnie Mouse Nook. I believe it's sealed. Yeah, this one is sealed also. I'll take $3 for this one. Minnie Mouse Nook. Okay, so that's that stuff. And any of this stuff, if you're interested, you can contact me, message me on Facebook Messenger. I'll put it under the video in the description. My Instagram link will be under the video in the description. You just click the link. And where else? My email address will be in the description. And then I still have these bundles, which is a girl bundle, was number 2. And the bundles of clothes are $15 for the whole bundle. There was this sleeper in there, 3 months, this onesie, newborn, this onesie, 3 months, this little outfit. This is a newborn, this little onesie. This onesie alone is supposed to be, it's organic and it's $30. If you can see the tag, it is a size 3 months. And it's like a aqua teal color blue, and it has like the ribbed material with the heart on it. So that's bundle number 2 for girls, and it is, the whole bundle is $15. And then we had this girl bundle still left, number 4. And I haven't taken out any more clothes yet because I still had these that didn't sell. This little outfit is footless. It has hearts and strawberries. 3 months is like a cream color. This little outfit, Carter's, 3 months, is gold with the llama on it. And it says, just so amazing, like llama, amazing. It's a mustard color with the little pants and the flowers on it. And then this little sleeper with the roses on it, side snap. And it's 3 months with this little hat. The hat is really small. To me, the hat is more like a newborn size. And then this onesie with the roses on it. So that is bundle number 4. And I hope I didn't mix up anything. That's $15. And then this last bundle, number 5, also $15, is a boy bundle. You have this Gap short all, red, white, and blue with the stars. Is size 3 months. This Carter's outfit with the onesie with all of the vehicles on it, the work utility vehicles, has the little shorts in gray. And then this little top goes with it. That whole set is 3 months. Then this little Dumbo onesie is 3 months, is gray. And then you have, I added this one, the other little, what does it say? Born to Charm little outfit for St. Patrick's Day is size 3 months with the little pants. And so that is bundle number 5, and that is $15. So that is all of the stuff I have for sale. If anybody's interested, all of my contact information is under the video. I'm looking at the door like, why is it opening? And that is all for this video. That's one of my daughters coming in. So thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll talk to you in the next one.